Hey guys, it's your girl Self Discovery with Letitia, and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about don't love or don't be in a relationship with a person or someone that doesn't love themselves, because by doing that you are definitely wasting your time, and that's highly impossible. You cannot expect somebody else to love you while you don't love yourself. Like, that's highly impossible. Like, I used to be that kind of a person. Like, before I started loving myself, like, I was totally lost. I was seeking love elsewhere. Like, I was chasing love, desperate for love, and wanting to be loved so badly. Little did I know that the love, true love, that has to come from me, from myself. And I used to be kind of a person, like, I would desperate for love, like I would do anything just to be loved. I would do everything just to be loved, appreciated, and accepted. Little that I know that I was dimming myself so much, that I was shrinking myself, and I was settling for less. I was settling for less so that I can be appreciated, I can be loved. While I didn't know that the love that I was seeking for is especially within myself. And along the journey, I've learned the hard way. And while I was going through a healing process in my life, I've learned the hard way. That's how I started developing some self-love towards myself. And even though it was hard, but at the end, it was worth it. I started appreciating myself. I started accepting myself for who I am. I started loving myself the way I am. I used to compare myself a lot, underestimating myself, comparing myself to other people. But little did I know I was competing with other people. You know that in life, when you compare yourself with other people, you ending up competing with them. So I started appreciating myself for who I am, and that opened a lot of doors in my life. And there was a time I was emotional and I was praying, like, I was thanking God for having some self-love towards myself, because I used to be the kind of a person, like, I would dim myself a lot. Like, I was tolerating a lot of nonsense in my life. And I realized that all along I was being a fool, and I didn't love myself. Because if I loved myself, I wouldn't go all out just to find love elsewhere, just to chase love. Like, I started having some reflection, and I started putting some boundaries to myself. I started putting a lot of boundaries to myself, and I started telling myself good affirmations, appreciating myself the way I am, and I started loving myself the way I look. When I look at myself in the mirror, like, I used to, yeah, guys, I don't want to get emotional. Like, when I look at myself on the mirror, I used to be so emotional, not appreciating myself the way I look. I would say that I'm ugly, that I'm not pretty, that I'm not cute. But embarking on a self-love journey, that has opened a lot of doors. And I started saying good affirmations, that I love myself, that I'm good enough, that I appreciate, and I take care of myself. So yeah, long story short, so do not involve yourself with a person that doesn't love themselves, because it's totally a waste of time, and that person is not gonna love you the way you want them to love you. So a lot of people, they're seeking love elsewhere. A lot of people, they don't want to stay single. They're afraid of being alone, and that is the most hurtful part. That is the saddest part, because in order for God to bless you with the right person, you need to stay single. You need to be single no matter how hard it is. You have to stay single. You need to heal, love yourself, appreciate yourself, embark on a self-love journey. Because by doing that, you are definitely gonna have the love that you deserve. You're definitely gonna love the way you look, So even on the Bible, who is this? Yeah, even on the Bible, Ruth didn't chase love when her husband passed on or passed away. Like, she didn't go out and look for love. Like, she focused on herself. She focused on loving herself, and she focused on her work. That's how she met Boaz. So for love, for someone else to love you, you need to love yourself. You need to focus on yourself, you know, create yourself, you know, embark on a self-love journey. Focus on yourself, because by focusing on yourself, that doesn't mean you have to chase love. No, you don't, not gonna chase love. Just gonna chase your passions, your dreams, your goals. That's how God is gonna give you the person that actually deserves you, you know, that actually deserves to be in your life. So when you're single, that doesn't mean that you have to market yourself, go on dating apps, you know, like being all out. Just have to relax, focus on yourself, focus on building your own craft, on building your own life. And that's how God is. And when you're ready for a next relationship, that's how God is gonna tell, or he's gonna tell that you definitely are ready for a new relationship. So focus on yourself, focus on your craft. Because by being in a relationship, by trying to fix somebody else, you cannot fix a person that doesn't want to be fixed. That's highly impossible. Being in a relationship with a person that doesn't love themselves, like, you cannot teach them how to love you. You cannot teach them how to be a man or how to be a woman. You cannot teach them how to love themselves. Like, you cannot fix a person who doesn't want to be fixed. That's highly impossible. You know, just focus on yourself. If you're finding yourself in a relationship that you always teaching a person how to be a man or how to be a woman, or you're teaching a person how to love you, like, it's definitely a waste of time. You just have to let the person go and focus on yourself, because you cannot tell somebody to grow who doesn't want to grow. You cannot tell a person to love you, or you cannot teach a person how to love you if they don't want to love you. You understand? So just be yourself, be authentic, just be reliable on your own self. Do not cheat yourself. Understand? Do not cheat your self-love. Okay? So that's how it is. So embark on a self-love journey. Love yourself. The more you're being single and loving yourself and focusing on your craft and building your life, that's how God is going to bring you your Boaz. He's going to bring you the right person. And he's going to bring the right person unexpectedly, not while you expecting them. So do not wait for love. Just have some self-love, because the more you have some self-love, the more the love, the glow is going to come out naturally. It's going to come out all organically. Okay? So remember to love yourself. Okay? So if you know that you are in a relationship with someone that doesn't love themselves, that you know that you're struggling in a relationship, you're teaching a person how to love you, you're teaching a person how to be a man, then this video, it's actually for you. So if you know that you're in a relationship that is very toxic, that you're involved with someone that doesn't love themselves, that you always have to teach that person how to love you, have to teach the person how to be a man or how to be a woman, or you in a relationship where you actually losing yourself, then this video, it's actually for you. Okay, do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. So I'm just gonna repeat again. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section. So I'll see you next time on my next video. Self-love, lots of love coming from me. Bye.